It is 7
Mind
o'clock.
again?
You know what that means, right?
No, what does it mean?
Cocaine?
The
Yeah.
numbers, Mason.
Cocaine hours.
The numbers, Mason! What do the numbers mean?
Man, you know, my mom used to be able to do that shit. Not cocaine, the thing you posted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She used to be a massive skater.
What happened?
She got old, had kids,
Yeah, that'd do it.
got divorced from the person who brought her skating. You know, the usual women things. Alright, so Max is gonna be a little bit late. I'm gonna, of course, ping sign as is mandatory.
Oh,
Is it though?
hang on. There's one thing I gotta say.
Yeah.
I have complaints to make.
Oh, complaints to
Sneaky.
make. Okay,
Yes.
I'm listening.
Sneaky.
Yes.
This is an IT technical question.
Okay.
If everyone in a department
Uh-huh.
complains to you of intermittent wired internet access,
Probably means the
would
switch is
you
dying. Yeah.
troubleshoot every individual computer?
No.
Okay. So you would possibly assume that there's an overarching technical problem and not try to troubleshoot every individual person.
Yes.
Can I hire you for my IT department?
We'll see. See. Couple more years at Miles, maybe. Maybe some more miles under my belt, and then maybe I'll be able to provide IT at a reasonable level. Right now, I'm just kind of playing the guessing game and mostly being right. And well,
Well, you're better than 95% of all IT specialists.
that's fair. That's apparently what I've been told often at my job.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
even when I call the help desk, right? Like, and I mean this with absolutely no disrespect. The guy who helps us, right? The phone tech guy who he helps us when he can, escalates when he can't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't say this to be mean. I can hear him googling.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, look. I'm gonna be real with you. 90% of IT support is Googling.
Oh, I know. That's my point. It's like, look, I understand that you're just googling shit, but and like, here's the thing: I could just Google shit. I don't have fucking admin privileges.
What in the goddamn fuck is going on?
What the shit?
The fuck? What are you talking about? What the fuck?
Wait, but that's a pop out. That's a heal. Why would you? How does it even go in the shoe?
What are you talking about?
The GIF in the channel.
Oh. Oh. Why?
There is so much going on in this skiff that I why?
It's disgusting.
I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, probably a TikTok thing.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Anyway, yeah, no. I understand. Yeah, 90% of the time, the problem can be fixed with admin privileges and restarting the computer. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's pretty much how it goes. Unfortunately, what you don't understand, Ann, is that the reason why admin privileges gets taken away from the average consumer.
Oh no! I'm very aware of why it does. They do
Yeah.
very stupid things.
Incredibly stupid things. Like we just recently had someone who believed the recycling bin was an infinite storage device.
Oh no.
Because every time they put files into the recycling bin, that freed up space on their computer.
Really?
It's a fucking garbage can. What is wrong with you people?
And to make it even better, they had to call us in panic because they, for some reason, can no longer find their company's insurance liability policy documents because they stored them in the infinite storage folder called recycling bin.
They can't be that fucking stupid. I know they can actually be that fucking stupid. It just happened.
This is the 5th time.
They're HR drones, aren't they?
Wait,
For the
wait,
same
wait, wait.
person.
I was about to say that's a really important question. The 5th time for this person, or that you've had that story?
5th time for this person.
Okay, well then they're just retarded and deserve death.
Also, yes, by the way, they are HR. Yes.
Why haven't you taken away the recycle bin icon from the desktop?
I asked him if I could change the recycle bin to the file deletion section. It deletes your files. I was going to rename it that and put a giant warning sign in as the icon instead. And the primary said to not do that because it would just confuse him.
Yeah, I'm saying just remove the icon entirely. Do it from control panel.
Yes. I also proposed that. He said no. So now, guess what I had to do?
What do you have to do, Sneaky?
I had to set up a incremental backup to the hard
For this idiot.
drive that has absolutely nothing stored on it
Are you
for the
fucking with me?
recycling bin.
Are you fucking
That's
with me?
right. An incremental backup for the recycling bin so it stores all of his files in a separate location that has a completely unused space in it because he's too stupid to put it anywhere but the C drive. He has
I see.
3 extra hard drives on that computer. He's not
Okay, so
having
what
space
you-
issues. He just doesn't know how to put files anywhere but his desktop.
All right, so what you do with this is you make a folder on the desktop, name it recycle bin, give it the icon for the recycle bin, and remove the recycle bin icon. That folder links to that directory.
That's
and
way
for
more
the-
complicated than
For you, maybe, but
yeah,
it takes
for me.
10 minutes and it's a permanent solution.
Yeah, but I don't feel like doing a permanent solution. I want this company to suffer.
Do they get charged every single time you come out and do this?
Yes.
Well, fuck them then. That's job security.
They get charged per person per month, but if we ever have to go on site, if it's not covered, then yeah, they get also charged. But it's more just me wanting them to suffer every single time this happens. Because they refuse every single time this happens the solution of simply stop letting him delete things. But no. That would confuse him. Anyway, speaking of
Document
confusing
everything.
people, let us take a gander at the avatar section. No, not that avatar, the good one.
There was a good one.
You shut your whore mouth.
SMA.
Knew that would get somebody.
What do you
I mean,
mean?
look, I knew you were fishing. I just decided to be the one that bit the hook. I knew it was a hook.
Are you really gonna classify Ruby as an anime, but Avatar as a cartoon?
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. I hate this shit. I'm gonna go on a rant about this shit now. The Dragon and the Storm, a Zuka Azula roll swap AU.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
go rant. I'm
fucking
gonna rant about
Lord,
this
no.
shit real quick. So anyway, Zuko. I say real quick, but we all know it's gonna take about 45 minutes. Zuko already has
Only
taken.
45.
Yes, Zuko has already taken her mother from her somehow. Now he had gained his father's favor as well. I mean, that's not really too hard, gaining the father's favor as the son.
With
I-
Zuko, it kind of is.
Yes, but if it's supposed to be a role swap of they the personality swap, and so they do the same actions as the other one. Point being more along the lines of, culturally speaking, it's not very hard for the son to gain the favor of the father, but it is for the daughter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but your problem is you're not taking into account just who the father is.
No, I am.
Mark Hamill characters seem to have a really bad track record of being good fathers.
This father in particular is a horrible, horrible piece of shit and is impossible to please.
Except
He's the
Azula
one who
did
made
please
his-
him.
Right,
Well, he's the one
except
who named his son.
right, except Azula did please him, and this is a role swap AU.
So first of all, the problem with that, and
Anyway,
I
let me
mean this, I
finish.
mean this in a sincere fashion. Azula is sick. I mean that
Oh
in
yes,
a
absolutely,
fundamental
100%. Yeah,
mental health
delusional.
perspective.
Yeah,
And no, you cannot fix
psychopathic.
her.
No, you cannot fix her.
Now, some of it may be learned behaviors from their father's absolute psychopathy. But she's not well. Like, she could please daddy because she was broken like daddy.
Yes.
Zuko had a soul and
Yes.
empathy.
Yes.
And an actual father figure.
Yes. Also, wow, ooh, that's a. So you're telling me that the main villain of the later two books is literally just fatherlessness?
Yes.
Fatherless behavior. Goddamn. That series was prophetic. Anyway, Azula has been relegated to the sidelines as a political tool. Yes, that's pretty much how it goes in ancient Asian cultures and ancient European cultures, and pretty much any ancient culture just in general, is that the son gets the favor of the father and the daughter is used as a political tool to marry her off because she doesn't carry on the legacy of the family. Like, that's like
Yeah,
most cultures have that as a thing where the daughter isn't the continuation of the family, it's the son.
yeah, but this is a story told in modern times through the lens of, oh my god, it's bad, that's sexist.
I understand the author's retarded. I'm more saying the fact that the setting itself is actually fairly authentic in terms of its setting. Of the moves, the cultures, how weird it was for Azula to be where she was, that sort of stuff. Like that was all fairly authentic as you can get for a child's cartoon. So, yes, this author is really dumb for being like, oh my god, I can't believe this daughter of an emperor is being used as a political tool. This is terrible and completely unusual behavior.
We never did that.
Never happened, not even
She
once.
cannot let this stand. She is a prodigy. She is strong. She is a girl boss, and she will capture the Avatar and prove her superiority over her brother. And she will regain her father's love. And Daddy will look at her and tell her she's a good girl. And actually, never mind. Aang times Azula, and they kill her dad.
No.
So best ending?
Not really. I mean, Aang sticks his dick in crazy. That's just unfortunate. Also, I love how this is a role swap AU, supposing that somehow their personalities shifted enough to allow for this whole thing to play out, where Zuko somehow manages to be psychopathic enough to gain the favor of his dad, but Azula is basically still a fucking psychopath who's just absolutely deranged.
Maybe the author is trying to tell us something.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the author is a woman, so
Oof.
What?
Oh, my name's Lucas. Okay, so maybe not. Hmm. Hmm. There's a lot of irony going on in this author's profile. I enjoy video games, and I hate it when modern AUs get video games wrong. You need to touch grass, you fucking zoomer. They're absolutely a zoomer, too. I would say at best joined 2016. I would say at best they were 10 when they joined. Maybe 12. So
Who
definitely
the
a
hell
zoomer.
knows?
Definitely a zoomer, though. I major in history and English. Two of the most useless subjects. Let's be clear here. History is cool and all. English is English. As far as majors go, incredibly useless. I fully support history. I fully support English. Useless majors. Do you know how many people have fucking like majors in history and English and they're working at Starbucks now? A lot of them. Because it's a useless fucking degree.
Oh, the positions they would take are still filled by old fogies who
Yeah,
don't
that
want to
too.
retire.
Yes, that's
By the way, are the curtains supposed to be down?
yes. I've raised them. I've revealed the world. The horror. Top 5 TV shows. Origaru. I believe Origaru, is that the magical girl one? Where it's a guy?
I
Oh no, it's the My Romantic Comedy is Wrong as Expected.
Oh,
That
Teen
terrible
Romantic
show.
Shampoo.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's okay for what it is.
March Comes In Like a Lion. Alright, that's another romance. Kaguya-sama, Love is War, another romance. That's another romance. That's another romance. Okay, wow. Okay, so a bunch of romance, and you like Soulsborne, and you like Total War 3 Kingdoms is your top Total War game, and Civilization 6 is your top Civilization game?
Why would
Ugh.
Really?
Why Civ 6?
Of all games? The absolute
Probably because
zoomer
aliens.
behavior.
You know, they've got Legend of Heroes up there, the Trail series, but they probably haven't played the older ones. They
No.
probably only played Cold Steel.
He says The Witcher is his favorite video game, but I'm almost considering that these are listed as his favorite video games. Fucking Path of Righteous, Total War 3 Kingdoms, and Civ 6 and Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to assume that Dark Souls 2 is his favorite video game, and that Witcher 3 is his favorite video game because he's clearly never played anything old or has
Okay,
good
to be fair,
taste.
Baldur's Gate 3 is actually pretty good, and that's the reason I missed the last stream is because I was playing and forgot what day it was.
I mean, I pinged you like 4 times.
Yeah, I didn't hear that shit.
Yeah, I know. No, yeah, and I understand. I'm not saying that he has completely bad taste. I mean, you know, he's got Bloodborne on there. He's got the Dark Souls series on there. He's got Baldur's Gate on there. So I mean, they're good games. I'm just saying, I don't think he's played the older stuff. I think he's just played the newer shit, and that's why he's saying like Civ 6 is his favorite game. You wouldn't say that
That's
if you
fair.
played Civ 3. Civ 3 was peak.
I'm gonna fight you on that. I'm gonna say Civ 4.
Ew, 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 ew. Get your Civ Myers hexagrammal shit basket out of here.
Never. I have the
Civ
sweet
4.
dulcet tones of Leonard Nimoy reading me technology.
Civ 4 was the worst of them all.
No.
Yeah,
No.
and you
Civ
continue.
6 is the worst of them.
No,
all.
actually, Civ 6 is fairly good, actually.
I only played 5.
That's a good one to play, honestly.
Civ 5 is good.
If I hadn't played Civ 3 and I didn't have unlimited fun pressing the big red button to launch nuclear missiles, I would say Civ 5 was my favorite. So Civ 3 is my favorite because of pure nostalgia factor and how much fun times and memories I had back in the day with it. But Civ 5 on a mechanical level is definitely better.
Fair.
And don't get me wrong, I like the fact that in Civ 6 that monuments have to be built on actual tiles and you can't have like 99,000 world
That's a good
monuments
change.
in one
That's a
single
good
city in one tile. Yeah. It's a good change. I like it. I also liked how they incorporated the tiles a little bit more into how the city system works. They didn't do a great job at it, but I liked their attempt. 2 games I think did a way better job at it was Endless fucking hell.
Endless Space, Endless Legends.
Endless Legends. Endless Legends and what was that Old Earth one? Old World. I think Old World did it a real. Old World is. I think I described to Max that Old World was effectively the early part of Civ before it got stupid in terms of game time.
I see.
And they just expanded upon that. And I really like their tile manipulation. I think they did a really great job with it. I think the main issue with Old World is that it doesn't have a good end game. But it has a really good mid and start, but doesn't have a great end game. And it's not as moddable.
But yeah. Now, what I am looking forward to, I'm looking forward to this new one that Paradox is teasing.
What's that one?
Fuck,
Doing
I don't remember.
Star Trek game.
I saw an ad for it this morning.
I mean, Paradox teases a lot of shit, so.
Yeah, no, it's a new 4X. Damn it.
Paradox is making a Star Trek game. Basing
Yes.
it off of their work in Stellaris, but they're also keeping it more in line with Star Trek, where like they're downplaying the war aspect.
Millennia. That's it.
Yeah, they're setting it in the Picard era, I think. So new generation? No, next generation?
Yeah, next generation. I mean, that's good because the Picard era is good. You have some really good crisis threats in the Picard era because obviously you have the Borg, but you also have things like the I know what their name is.
The Q.
No. Well, I mean, yes, the Q, but I'm thinking about shit. What were those aliens on Deep Space Nine? The bad ones? The really bad ones? The genocidal ones?
I don't
Yeah, the
know
gray
about
ones.
this one, guys.
What?
I'm looking at the I understand it's a work in progress, but it looks just like a really bad version of Civ.
What the fuck is that?
This is Paradox's Millennium.
Oh, no, Star Trek. The Star Trek project is something else entirely.
I know. I'm talking
No,
about.
he knows.
talking about
But we
Civ.
were talking about the 4X.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm not liking how this whole domain thing is looking. Not super. I mean, the research and culture is just
okay,
a
hang on.
direct rip.
It's Paradox. Paradox has some of the ugliest fucking UIs in the world.
You're not wrong, and it also has some of the most broken games in the world until 3 years later, where they make the sequel, and it's broken again. Fun Spartans fortification. Oh, I really don't like this idea of a research system. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. We'll have to see more on that one. Anyway, so his other stories, we got Sold. Aang is new in town in this modern AU, and he's going to school. He quickly makes friends, but when women start to be oboducted by the gang, has to become more than normal teens. Title make more sense when story progresses. Shipping will play bigger role, but not main focus. Okay, look, so you're saying women are being abducted by gangs, and then you're going on about shipping. And I'm just like, brother, you picked the wrong fucking word to use.
Yeah.
I know you are referencing character shipping as in a romantic pairing, but you literally just started the story off with the female abduction. Human trafficking.
And then you jumped to shipping, author. Shipping.
Yeah. Also, a bunch of plucky teens are going to go up against the corrupt criminals and beat them with no powers because they're just normal teenagers.
It worked for the Scooby-Doo gang.
The Scooby-Doo gang didn't have to deal with ruthless criminals who would kill people at the drop of the hat so they can abduct women for the sex trade, at least 99% of the time.
That is literally what they were doing about 50% of the time. It's just couched in terms of, well, old man Jenkins wanted to, get the fortune from this old lady or some bullshit.
Yeah, okay there, buddy. I know you've watched all the conspiracy videos about what really was going on in Scooby-Doo.
No, I
That's
watched the
cool and
original
all.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, so did I. And there was very little sex trafficking going on in the original Scooby-Doo.
It's there in the background.
Oh, I'm sure it is, mister. I watched all the videos on YouTube, and now I'm totally certain that there's subliminal messaging about why my kid is now enjoying Satan in my Scooby-Doo shows. Yep.
No, Sneaky, you've got it wrong. They listened to Pink Floyd backwards, and it's actually devil worship.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, yes. And the Earth is also flat. Right, Sign?
Yes, it is both flat and hollow.
Yep, I knew it. The moon is actually a giant bell to lure everyone into hypnosis.
Yes.
So, yeah, as we can tell, they originally posted this story on in November of 2016, and by their absolute inability to type coherent sentences, I am only going to assume once again that they are quite young when they joined, so they're probably around the 12 to 13 range of age. Because their other story they started in 2016, which was Guitar Times Aang, which was the magic of eyes. After year of not seeing each other, what happened when they finally see each other? Modern AU Katang story. Obviously, focus is Katang, but also have Takazuki. Also, just little warning, but they are so minor, I don't think will be problem for any hardcore Maiko Suka fans. I don't.
All right, you're just an absolute mess of a person there, author. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I want?
Yeah.
Find me a story. I'm just thinking of absolutely terrible trash pairings. Find
Yeah.
me a story where Zuko hooks up with Toph.
I mean, that's not as uncommon as you think.
People.
Yeah, it's called the antisocial pairing or something.
More like awkward social pairing.
I think it spawned more or less because of Tumblr and people posting shit like Toph and Zuko were left to do cooking. You know, the guy who's never seen how to cook food in his life, and the blind girl who was rich. And Toph
side note,
goes to
I just loved all the excellent blind jokes they gave Toph.
Look, there it is! I found it! Is what I would say if I had eyes.
Everybody just evil eyeing her.
Oh, I see now. Really? No, I'm blind. Fucking tough. Fucking tough. Great. 10 out of 10. But yeah, no, the comic is literally like they're left to go cooking, and Toph's like, "Oh, you can make your fire hotter, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, well, if it takes 30 minutes to cook it at like 300 degrees, doesn't that mean if we make it like 600 degrees, it'll go twice as fast?" With the obvious conclusion of what happens next.
Zuko, why is the forest on fire?
There are lots of different AUs out there about Avatar. They're all dog
And
shit.
mine is the fucking shittiest. I gotta be real with yous.
10 whole people fucking favorited this story, and that's ridiculous. Those are 10 people with no brain cells. A
No
lot
brain
of them,
cells and bad taste.
indeed. A lot of them. Whatever happened? Speaking of bad taste and no brain cells, whatever happened to that person that was hanging around?
They might still. That individual might be still watching streams, and you're.
Oh, so they are. What?
Why can't we get viewers? Says Sneaky as he insults viewers live on air.
Yeah, I mean, well, they picked our stream to watch, so I mean, bad taste is kind of implied.
Stop digging with the shovel, Sneaky. Actually, you know what? I apologize. If I could convince you to pick up the shovel and get out of the backhoe.
No, I will now only use explosives.
At least you could kill yourself.
A lot of them are modern day AUs, but I also saw one where Zuko Aang swap roles. How the fuck would that? Like the Air Nation attacks everyone and starts executing people? I forbid your oxygen privileges!
I'm sorry. I just imagine the
Where they go
the
around
Air
taking
Nation attacking
oxygen
people,
tax?
just flinging pies at people.
Indeed. And they go around
Sir!
taking the oxygen tax out of people.
Of course.
Yeah.
We can't, Sneaky, we can't have all those filthy firebenders polluting our oxygen.
Indeed. Inspired by distorted reality, no doubt. They're set in a world where the Water Tribe starts the war.
What? In what universe does the Water Tribe have the infrastructure to declare... Listen, there are 4 bending nations.
Yeah.
2 of them possess the military and economic strength to start a fucking war.
Well, sort of, but not really, actually, because, like, if you think about it, right, the Water Tribe is stuck in waters that don't melt ice, because in the Northern Water Tribe, they use fucking, like, ice for literally everything, and, I mean, that kind of limits them. They don't really have an idea of how to build structures, because they just water bend the ice into a shape that they need. And that only really works in a place that's really fucking cold all the time.
Yeah, that's why I said 2 out of the 4 bending nations have the infrastructure to support a war, and it's not the Water Tribe, and it's not the Air Tribe.
Well, what I'm saying, no, is like not even Earth Kingdom can, right? Because like again, then the Southern Tribe is like just a bunch of fucking water nomads, effectively, right? So then you get the air nomads.
Nobody's conquering the Southern Water Tribe. Here's the thing. I don't believe it would go well, but they have the manpower and the infrastructure to create a war effort.
Again, sort of, but not really. Like the Earth's main problem is long distance shipping, right? And the Fire Nation got around this because they're a bunch of firebenders who, do the whole melty steel thing, and steel ships are just better.
Mm-hmm.
And they also have the ability for industry because, Earth Kingdom is obviously a China analog, right? And they barely have any industry going on. Meanwhile, the Fire Nation is going through an industrial revolution because they have to figure out how to use their fire for shit. And it turns out if you compress fire into a location and then boil water, and that makes turbines turn. And oh wow, that's so magical and amazing. Boiling water, they would probably be the first ones to figure it out. And the Earth Nation probably wouldn't, because again, you got to keep in mind, the Fire Nation can't really use fire to get around places. But the Earth Nation, all they have to do is punch a hole in the stone, and then punch another stone out, and then push that onto the hole that you just made, and then you earthbend the stone slab forward, and now you have locomotion, which is way cheaper than trying to mine up resources, form the resources into a carriage, and then use up more resources to mine more resources to create some sort of pressure device to propulse the other carriage forward, right? They can just bend all of the carriage forward with like way less effort, and just all they have to do is train up a person. And that's it. Per carriage, rather than, feed 30 miners and then feed like 30 transport people and then feed like 30 factory workers to get the carriage. Now they just feed one person who then makes the carriage and moves it, right? So that would massively retard any sort of growth in the propulsion technology area, which would leave them with more or less wooden skiffs, which is what we saw in the show, and junk boats. So the Earth Kingdom could absolutely put up a massive fight on the ground, 100%. But a lot of countries back in the day had this problem, and Earth Kingdom would have this problem in a hypothetical role swap scenario. They just don't have power projection capabilities. They can't get across the ocean in a logistical manner that would allow them to fight a war, especially on a grouping of islands. Especially against firebenders with their wood ships.
Yeah.
So, honestly, at the end of the day, there is only one nation who would be capable of war.
No,
and it would
listen,
be a
just
Fire Nation.
earthbend it super good and make the rock float.
I mean, you probably could get away with that. I mean, you would have the metal benders and their whole magnetism shtick. You could probably, fuckery your way into that.
I mean, no, listen, you can unironically make a stone boat. You can construct a boat from stone.
I mean, yeah, the more porous rocks, I guess. But I mean, that would come from an exclusive section of the world, which is mostly the Fire Nations with all their volcanoes creating the porous rocks that they would need to create war on the Fire Nation. And even then, they wouldn't be able to hold up that much weight. Most of the way the stones that can float do float is spent floating themselves. You can't really place too much weight on that. And as far as making rocks float around you, as they've shown in the show sometimes, being that near majority of the times that they do make rocks float around them, it's to give them a better angling to fire the rock, and that we've never seen anyone float the rock for an extended period of time. And the times that you could theoretically say they are floating the rock, like when they use like a tram, where they grind basically stone on stone to move the tram around, and you could say, oh yeah, maybe they're like floating the rock like a centimeter off the ground. They're probably still. You're gonna probably have to explain it away of them still, doing the whole stone on stone reaction, and they're doing something with that to make the whole thing float. And even then, they showed like a bunch of people actually involved in the whole moving of these stone tram things.
Yeah.
So, yes, could they make a stone boat that could carry shit? Yes. I mean, you'd be spending a lot of points on suspension of disbelief to excuse it. Because if they can make a stone boat float, why aren't they in space yet? Effectively. I mean, obviously for obvious reasons. But, if they can basically nullify gravity to make a stone float across the ocean, then why aren't there flying cities? When you open yourself up like that, it's why I get irritated at a lot of these fanfic authors who are like, I'm going to take this to the logical extreme, and then the extreme they elaborate on would radically change how the story would progress, simply because the technology they just introduced to explain things would radically change culture, society, and combat itself. And that, therefore, nothing that they would proclaim happens would actually have happened.
Yeah.
Aang Azula is the fanfic equivalent of... Yeah, I mean, yeah, a little bit. Earth Kingdom also used earthbending to make trains. Yeah, we saw about that, yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. They don't have anything that isn't earthbending tech. I mean, they made the wheel. But I mean, aside from the wheel, yeah, no, not really. Not much, yeah. Anyway, so more about this garbage story. I've never seen a story where Zuko and Aang and Azula's roles are swapped. So here's my go at it. Well, the reason why you've never seen a Zuko Azula role swap story is Azula isn't intrinsically a how to put this. Azula is not a pitiable character. I mean, even before the whole Zuko redemption arc, you see a lot of times where Zuko is put into a position where he has to make choices, and he usually ends up making choices that, if they're bad choices, he usually ends up regretting them. And if they're, good choices, like, defending someone from a corrupt general, or, freeing the Avatar from being tortured, or,
He makes the right choice at a personal sacrifice.
Yeah, and oftentimes the Zuko fails in the early attempts at capturing him, because he's not willing to do the super hyper death extremisms that his sister or father would go to do it. And that makes him a pitiable character, where he's based his entire life on capturing Aang to restore his honor, but every single time he is able to be put in a position to capture Aang, he ends up choosing to not capture Aang because it wouldn't be the right thing to do at the time that it occurs.
Now, to be fair, sometimes it's I don't want to say a misguided sense of honor, but yeah, a misguided sense of honor, right?
I mean, sure. You're still chasing the guy down. You're still, hunting him down. You're still burning villages over this, personal code of yours. So it's not like you're a good person, but you're still doing good things. And in the end, he does become a good person. The only way you would work is if you change Azula enough to not be Azula anymore, and you would have to make the changes when she was a super young age. Yeah, exactly. That's sort of the point. Is like the role swap shit is always dog shit. Because it's like, oh, what if Naruto and Sasuke's roles were swapped? And it's like, okay, so how would that work? Sasuke is the one with Naruto's parents, or is the whole Uchiha clan now dead before Sasuke was like older than a baby, like Naruto's parents were? Like, how does this work? And if that is how it works, and so say Sasuke's entire clan is dead, and he is the Jinchuriki, and Naruto's family dies because Naruto had like an older brother or sister who killed her parents, her parents, and then ran away, and so Naruto is the Avenger now, except he doesn't have the Dojutsu eyes, and the reason why Itachi did what he did later on is explained is because he wants Sasuke to come after him to awaken all his eyes and then come after him so he can then give Sasuke his eyes while also redeeming Sasuke in the eyes of the village. So then Sasuke looks like a hero and now has the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, so he can ultimately defeat Madara, who was the secret ultimate villain behind everything all along. So
It's
now,
all Madara's fault.
yeah, so it's like now it's like some secret Uzumaki was actually the mastermind now, or is it still Madara? Like, if you're really gonna do this role swap stuff, how much do you need to change? Because if you do it with named main characters, a lot of shit has to change now. Like, Azula's hatred of Zuko comes in part because Zuko's birth ended up being the death of her mother. Her mother, who she actually grew up with, and, was old enough to at least remember before the mother, like, died, went crazy or some shit, right? And so she blames Zuko for what happened to her mom. So if you role swap that, and now Zuko's the old enough one, why would Azula suddenly hate Zuko for what happened to her mom when she wouldn't have been old enough to know she had a mom? So now Zuko hates Azula for what happened to their mom, except boys think differently than girls. I mean, even at a young age. And so if you want to really say, oh, literally the exact same events happen, if the exact same events happen, then what's the point of the role swap? Literally, if literally nothing changes from changing these two people into different positions in the world, then what's the point? You know? If their histories now mirror the person they swapped with exactly, and they act exactly as that person, and the all of canon happens out exactly as it does, then what's the point? Nothing changes then. And the only time things change then in a role swap where nothing changes is if the author is now incorrectly writing the character according to their own lore, not even the new lore or the old lore, or just anything. Like it just makes no fucking sense no matter how you flip it. It makes no sense at all in terms of a story. Role swap. Minato, after excessive amounts of paperwork, goes insane and kills Kushina and tortures Naruto. Yeah. The mom made a deal with a face stealer, if I recall, to start a new life or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a really long time, and they barely even paid half an episode on her.
That was in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was all expanded stuff.
Hmm.
I thought the mom left because little Azula was like a fucking tyrant and her husband was insane.
Yeah, I mean, I would believe that.
Like, I'm 90% certain it was the husband and the youngest daughter who caused her to run.
Well, Azula's older than.
No, she's younger.
Oh, really?
She's Zuko's little sister. I don't know where you got the idea that she was the older
Oh, I thought
sister.
she was.
No.
No, Azula's the younger sister by about a year.
Oh shit. Well, okay.
2 years officially, I think.
Zuko was a little shit too. Yeah, probably.
No, he wasn't. He he was a mama's boy who was pampered until mother ran away. Zuko only became a little shit when the only person he had left to gain the approval of was his father.
Hmm.
Before his uncle ended up becoming an actual father figure in his
Well, I
life.
mean, it's not only that though, because apparently he did a shit piss poor job at that because he, decided to scream at some general in the middle of a war hearing, and then didn't want to actually fight the death battle he agreed to because he didn't realize it was against his father because he wasn't paying attention.
Well, no, hang on. He made a reasonable objection based on the fact that the plan was endangering the lives of the individuals.
Yes, you are not. I'm not saying that he was in the wrong for his objection. I'm saying he was a young child at a war meeting who screamed
opened
at a
his
general
mouth.
and then
And he didn't
challenged
shut
him
down.
to a death battle. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter his reasoning. It's just, I'm sorry, but that was fucking dumb.
It was. On the other hand, apparently having the Fire Lord as a manager is great because he will do death battles on your behalf.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. It's you can't, as long as you suck up to the Fire Lord and never go against him, he will do death battles on your behalf.
And he'll probably win.
Well, I mean, yeah, he probably will win. Yeah, I know he made an objection and he assumed he would be fighting the general, but there's the key part. He assumed he would be fighting the general. He assumed he would be fighting someone in the military who got promoted to general. In the military. As a child.
He's a dumbass.
Honestly, he would have been safer fighting the general because the general might have been at least hesitant about not exploding his boss's kid.
Yeah, the general might have just humbled him, beat his ass. Okay, kid, you're done. You're not going to open your mouth anymore, right? Great. All right, lesson learned.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
Dad's like, no. Listen, son, you need to learn.
He had to set an example.
Indeed. Indeed. A few things also I want to start off with. I have aged up all of the characters arbitrarily. Of course you did. Because as we all know, age plays no part in mindset. There is no difference between the thoughts and actions of a 12-year-old and the thoughts and actions of a 24-year-old Redditor.
Well, I mean,
I like that you jumped to the worst possible analogy for this.
I know. More, but you understand my point is that absolutely no one's personalities have ever changed between the ages of 12 and 16. That doesn't happen. The way you are at 10 years old is the way you act at 18 years old, and that never changes or alters at all, especially not due to puberty. Puberty has no effect on you at all, actually.
Well, if you live in California,
Yeah, I know. Also, according to most fanfiction authors, if you just work out a bunch, you're apparently ready to sexually satisfy 30 women.
it's okay. He had the body of an 8-year-old because he worked out a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I wish hitting the gym just made that the truth.
Right?
A lot more guys would be hitting the gym. You should get Toaster Fucker on one of these days. We did have him on. We emotionally scarred him. He won't come on anymore.
Well, he does live in a different time zone.
I know he does live in a different time zone. I mean, and that is fair, and it is probably like, I mean, he's the Filipino, so that's like what, 10 hours behind us, 9 hours behind us.
Something like that.
Yeah, so that's like at 7, so it's 7 o'clock, so it's like 10 a.m. for him on a Friday, which unfortunately,
Well, he does work.
yeah, I was gonna say on a Friday, 10 a.m. That's kind of when people go to work.
What?
Like his family owns a business.
Yeah. So yeah, don't get me wrong, I understand, but it is unfortunate. Yeah. Am I the asshole? Would I be the asshole if I gave my wife my used AirPods? And
Oh, I
buying
saw
her
that
new
one.
ones?
Yes.
What? I'm sorry. I don't want to derail, but I have to know the reasoning behind this.
It's really it's like, dude, you're a huge asshole.
She turns 40. A few years ago, I bought her AirPod Pros. She liked using mine a lot, and she loved hers. She takes really good care of them, but they're getting old. It frustrates her. Mine don't have this issue, but it's obvious they're not brand new. I have the opportunity to get a new pair for free through my job. I have no need of a new set, but why pass up the opportunity? I'm planning to give her my old set.
So he wants the new ones for himself.
Of course,
Yeah.
because don't you know that everyone is an atomized individual in this modern day and age, and that nothing matters beyond your own personal self-satisfaction?
Yeah.
I don't get this. If I've got a pair of earbuds I like using that are comfortable for me, and I have a chance for new free ones, I'm just gonna give those to someone who can use the new ones, because my old ones are still trucking along.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah, I
wrong
was
with
like,
you? Also, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
You fuck. Do you know how hard it is to clean AirPods? Not easy.
Also, is Nose still here?
Yeah, he's
Oh yeah,
here.
I will
don't
need
know.
both of your addresses at some point so I can send you the dice.
I don't think he's here.
Okay. Well, I
He
got
may have been
Atin Chaos dice, and I got no, it wasn't Chaos dice. I got Atin Obsidian with gold trim dice,
which
Ooh.
those are cool as shit.
and I got
Ooh.
Nose some Orc Green Wog dice. They were both really expensive because they were hand carved out of gemstone.
Oh Jesus, I can't use those.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Just do it for the really important rolls.
All right, boys, you just have to hit one Overwatch shot to kill Angron. Just one. By the way, that may be the best moment of my life. That I
Yeah.
had one dude with a plasma pistol left getting charged by Angron.
The one guardsman.
Nice. Oh.
Now, to be fair, it was a Tempestus. It was a Tempestor.
Fair, yeah.
So, right, so it's the Navy SEAL is being charged by Angron.
Still, Navy SEAL's
Bang.
getting charged by Angron with a fucking plasma pistol. Yeah.
Yeah. So, by the way, a great line in this little Reddit thread
Yeah.
from the OP
Yeah.
in the original post. I wouldn't be surprised since I myself might feel resentment if someone bought themselves a new item and gifted me the old one.
Then why do you fucking have to ask?
You answered your own question.
Well, because you see,
looking for validation
people of a
decision.
certain IQ are incapable of modeling other people.
But he just did.
Yeah.
He literally did with that statement.
No, he didn't model someone else. He modeled himself as her.
But that was enough
Yes,
to be like,
Close enough.
yes, but adding 2 and 2 together—that's asking a little much of Reddit. They'll probably give you 6 and call you a bigot.
True.
But yeah, I also got Gray a set of Bloodstone dice, so it's this really nice white and red gemstone. And then I bought a set of Jade dice. It was 40% off, okay?
ah,
I was looking at new Kickstarter D&D books, and they were like, hey, if you buy it now, you'll get this set of resin dice. And I was like, I don't want to spend $60 so I can get a set of free $20 resin dice. So, I mean, I supported them anyway. I bought their PDF version, which is $20, but I just wanted to support them because I thought it was really good, and I really liked their previous work. But I was like, I'm sure I can find better dice somewhere else, because they also had the ability to add on a set of Jade dice for $100. And I was like, I feel like I can get a better set than this somewhere else. And it turns out I can. There's a guy on Etsy who I'm buying all the dice from in Britain.
Yeah,
Who
I was about to say, have
Etsy
you
is an
checked
excellent
several
place.
Etsy shops?
Yeah, there's this guy in Britain that just spends all of his time hand carving and etching dice.
And you linked that individual?
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, did I not link it to you?
No, you just sent me a screenshot of the dice.
Oh, I think I linked it to Gray.
Drop a link for me and Atin. Hell,
Yeah,
just drop a link in the Discord. I have everyone just bully him with money.
Oh yeah, I literally sent him a picture of the dice and the cost of it, and I said, it's too late, Gray. You can't stop me from buying these dice for you.
Yeah. So I just sent you the address in the DMs.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
Sneaky.
Let me if I can pull up that Etsy.
One small streamer.
Yeah, I mean, this dude's dice are like fucking gold star premium platinum shit going on here.
I might have to get like some of those dice for my bro. Listen, I need you to carve me the AM symbol on these dice.
Oh, you can actually request shit like that. He will take custom hand carve orders.
I might have actually stumbled across this dude's shop before.
You probably have. He is the best dice seller on Etsy.
Let me.
But yeah,
yeah, actually, yeah, the liquid core dice look familiar. I think
but yeah, he is currently doing a fire sale of 40% off all the dice he currently has in
Damn.
stock. And so I was like, well, kinda gotta now, you know? I'm out here for some new dice. I haven't bought gifts for any of my friends in a while. And by a while, I mean a couple years.
You were cash indisposed.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the link, yeah.
I would say, listen, it's not friendship if they go, well, where the fuck's my gift, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the stained
Yeah,
glass
some of these
Those
dice are
good.
really good.
But yeah, it's like
damn.
this is a gem carved dice, and I'm like, I would feel bad about using that.
Don't. The
No,
exact
no,
one I
man,
got
those-
Atin was the
Is it the black
sh-
sparkle?
No, it's sold out, I think. Did
Oh,
it sell
wow.
out?
Oh wait, black obsidian.
Yeah, the Black Obsidian. What was that one?
So how many of a
the first
given
page
dice
on-
does the gentleman
3 6.
like?
So the set I got you and knows was 3 6-sided because I
Oh.
asked Gray was the most common dice used in Warhammer.
Shit.
Yep,
Actually,
just the
his
6-sided.
prices, even his non-sale prices are
Pretty
super
reasonable.
fair.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, got to keep in
$33.
mind his prices.
Uh,
The
the
displayed
shipping
price
probably
is for 120. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm just looking. Free
yeah, free shipping.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's super reasonable, dude.
yeah.
Are you making any money in this current global economy?
I mean, you got to keep in mind.
Real question.
I mean, you got to keep in mind. So, like, for a full set. Oh, holy shit! A full set for the liquid core green dice. I think that's the glass, right?
Yeah.
That's probably resin, actually. That's more than likely resin.
Yeah, it's got bubbles in it, so it looks like resin. So that's $22 for a full set. Where is it? Okay, like carved opal, right? The full set for carved opal is $56. That's at 40% off.
I'm really liking this opal.
Yeah, some of these dice.
Honestly, I'd still pay him $30 even for this.
Oh,
That
is that the Jewish star on these dice?
Possibly.
Oh, yeah, that's a Jacob star. A David star.
Yeah.
Oops.
A Jacob star
no.
is something very different.
Well, you know what you send in the nose.
Oh,
You
I
stop
already
that.
sent him Wog dice. Oh yeah, what I got was the green jade. The full set
Yeah,
of green jade.
I can see why you picked that up. That looks really good.
It looks very
I
good.
can tell you from having jumped around different dice sellers based in the US, this dude's prices, even off sale, are way better.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
For an equivalent set of like the liquid core, it's like $40, 30 to 40 from some sellers, and they don't look anywhere near as good as these images do.
Yeah, what Nose is getting is the green D&D dice set. I believe it's carved out of
Hopes and dreams.
oh, is that resin?
Yeah, it's just resin.
That's just resin, yeah.
Why would you give me fucking resin dice? I hate resin. Thank you though.
What's wrong with resin dice? They work.
I have a deep hatred of resin in all its forms.
I could have
Why would
sworn the
you have a
green
deep
dice
hatred of
were.
resin?
The reason why I hate resin is, have you ever tried to build a model that's made out of resin?
Yes, he has.
It's
Do
pain.
you know who you're talking to? Oh yeah, no, Ricky is getting the resin dice.
Yeah, it's not that bad, Nose. Just wear some fucking protection. Maybe try some wet sanding. Maybe use good super glue.
That one I'll grant you.
But yeah, Atin's is made out of obsidian, and Gray gets African
Also, to be
bloodstone.
fair, GW's
God.
resin is going to be kind of garbage.
Hmm?
If it's not Forge World resin, it's apparently garbage, which is 90% of what they sell for resin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to play with any resin kits outside of their Finecast stuff, but I know from several people resin kits are well liked in the Gunpla community.
That's so
It's interesting
fucking
stuff,
good.
and it takes more work, but that's true even if you printed it yourself.
What's nice is the video he posts where you can like see it in light and how it shifts around, and oh man, those look fucking beautiful.
Oh, he posts videos?
Yeah, he posts video of it.
Oh,
Of course he does.
Shit. Okay. You shouldn't have told me that. Now I'm gonna be looking at a lot of this. Fucking bastard. I like that he's got moving eyes. That's a fun gimmick.
Oh yeah, it's really cool.
Max, has he got anything in like blue and gold?
Oh boy, does he!
Because
like,
because here's the right.
Dude's got like 5 pages of dice.
The army's
he's only
the
got
Scion
3
color
pages.
scheme that we came up with has a lot. It has primarily blue with black and then gold accents. So it's like, well, I can't get dice that are blue and black and have gold accenting.
No, you could.
Well,
The way that you would probably go about doing that would be like probably a blue body with black letters and then have gold highlighting along the edges.
mm.
But that would also be a lot of work, so there's no telling who the fuck would even attempt that for you.
and what it would cost.
Yeah, that's the important part. First, you got to find someone, then you got to figure out what their prices are.
But yeah, I mean, if that guy does custom carvings, maybe I'll be like, so here's the AM symbol.
Now, I will say the custom carving does increase the price just a wee tad.
Where is the custom carving option?
It is. Let's see here.
I saw custom.
Custom design. So you select the dice type, and then you hit custom design.
Okay.
Oh man,
Okay.
Holy shit, that jumps the price.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't get mad
Oh.
about that.
Oh man, he's. I love he's got 54 styles to choose from.
Where?
All of them. Oh, the dice style, 54 styles. All of them are labeled in the pictures on the left side. It's like it's 4 styles per picture.
Wait, what are you talking about? Where? Wait,
In
what?
the on the custom personalized D&D gift.
Oh,
Dice
okay.
box.
Yeah, okay.
Oh wait, he's missing a bunch of the styles. Yeah, he's missing 20 styles in the pictures. Oh, that's a shame.
Probably is out of them at the
Logo.
moment or something.
Logo.
Yeah, so that's what yeah.
I just remember I got an incredibly strange message from Sneaky.
Yeah.
Zero context.
Oh, absolutely zero context, yeah. Eldritch Arts US for Etsy UK.
Okay, there it is. So the full sets. Okay, there's the pricing I'm used to seeing, but again, this dude's stuff is really good.
Oh, I dig that wood carving. I mean, I fully support shit like Etsy, if you're good at carving wood and you want to sell that, fucking all the power to you.
I don't support Etsy. I support the shops on Etsy. Etsy itself is a piece of shit.
Oh, well, I meant
sellers to
more
buy
as
what they
the
want.
platform than the company.
Oh yeah, honestly the platform's still kind of shit. They have triggered my account for fraud alerts several times with no explanation.
Zero explanation. They just think Max is some kind of hideous fraudster.
This man is
Well, I think-
Southern.
I
Fuck
think what
him.
it is that I would sometimes buy stuff in the city I live in, and other times I'd buy stuff through the app in the city I work in. I think that's what was triggering it. It's a 45-mile distance. It's a 1-hour drive. It's like, guys,
Goddamn.
Ooh, that
I
custom
promise
design.
this is not fraudulent.
Speaking of which, I gotta talk to the fucking Welcome, Kaz.
Welcome. Hello.
God
You
fucking
missed cool ass dice.
I gotta talk to USPS before these dice arrive, so I don't fucking send the dice back, because I will literally firebomb my local USPS.
Perfectly reasonable. Please proceed.
Indeed. Yeah, so arbitrarily, Aang is now 16, so he gains like 4 years. Katara, Maya, and Azula are 17, so I guess they gain 4 years too. Except,
every-
Wait, was
Everyone's
Katara 12? I thought she was like 14.
yeah, I thought she was 14.
I thought they were
think
14,
she is.
15.
I think they're
She
all
is.
gaining between 3 and 6 years.
Toph
And
is aged up the
Azula-
least to only 14. In some cases, their personalities will be different. So, okay, so he is changing their personalities, supposedly. So there is that. But still, I hate this shit because it's like, oh yeah, so I'm going to arbitrarily change their age. It's a modern AU. Also, they're going to act completely out of character. So it's like, what fucking point?
It's
Is this
because
an
it's the
Avatar
entire-
story?
Yes, but it's played by the Ember Island players.
Don't firebomb Australia. I'll
Please
drop
do
the
so.
International Space Station on Australia.
Please do. Our trees are already trying to kill
No,
us with fire.
Sneaky, we're not going to drop the International Space Station.
I'm dropping a colony on Australia.
Colony
There you
drop.
go.
We already are one.
I don't think you understand, sir.
I do. I'm just
Hope-
being obtuse.
Hopefully I can hit Canada with one too.
Please do.
Yeah, that communist state deserves it.
China
I also
is...
changed the timeline of the war as well. The war is
Oh,
still
God.
happening in this modern AU? Okay, that's going to go way differently. Unless everyone still has their bending powers, which would still be extremely weird.
Wait, is this a modern day AU with aged up characters but still a war and everything?
Yes.
Oh wait, I know this story. I fucking found this story like a year ago.
Wow. Did you
It was
read
so
it?
shit. I never got past the author's note where they set up that the water tribe started it and shit like that.
Oh
And
no, that's a different story.
No, right here.
It's inspired by this story was inspired by that one.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
changed the timeline of the war because the canon timeline doesn't make sense. Why would they start the war using the comet?
Why
Because
would-
they didn't think they were strong enough to wipe out the airbenders without everyone else dogpiling on them. What?
Sir, are you familiar with the rudimentary strategy game concept of an alpha strike?
Apparently not.
Blitzkrieg.
Also known as being a filthy fucking Tau player.
I added 2 more Fire Lords between Sozin and Azulon. Well, why?
Because apparently people can't live till after 40. Apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently 40, you just fucking drop dead.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Which is weird because Roku and Sozin were an old man, so we're old men when they died.
That's
so.
40. You know, when you're 40, you're old and you die of old age, right? Sign, you're in your last twilight years.
Yep, I'm just counting the days till it's all over. Till I'm released from my.
This is how you know it was written by a Zoomer, because they have no concept of age.
Yeah. Also, you cut out there. I don't know what you said.
Oh, this is how you know it's written by a Zoomer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're in Tokyo right now. I don't know why they're in Tokyo. They're in Tokyo because they are in college. They probably.
Because that is the setting for all school settings. It has to be fucking.
No,
Tokyo.
it's the author.
No, the author's in Tokyo. Alright, so the author's in Tokyo because of college. I assume his first year in college wasn't taking place abroad, so that would put him at least graduating high school in, at minimum, 2021. Yeah, graduating high school in 2021, which would mean that 4 years previous of that would be 2017 when he started high school, and he would be 14 then, which would mean he was 13 when he joined up. I am so fucking good at this.
Yep. Unless, wait, what day? When did Arn come back from Japan? Was it the end of August? Because otherwise, this is Arn's age. Because he might have been part of like the same kind of program.
I mean, no, that's when school ends in Tokyo.
But what if then, what if they were like, wasn't Arn for college going to Tokyo, Japan?
Arn just finished college. Yeah, and he went to Japan. Yeah. His first year in college was at his local college, and then he took 2 years abroad.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I said, your first year is usually there, and then you can take up to 2 to 3 years of abroad. So, yeah, that puts them around 12 to 13. As I fucking said, I am so good at this. I literally took one look at their profile at the start of this fucking whole thing, and I looked at the date they joined, and I said, this motherfucker's 12. And I was right.
Oof.
I
To
am...
be fair, it's not that hard to see nowadays.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But, yeah.
I am very.
So...
Wait, was this originally put in AO3 and just copy pasted it over? Because I am very bad coming up with tags. Should I put tags of
Yes.
characters in already?
Yep. This is an AO3 copy pasta.
Oh, great.
Wow, and this is just a really, oh god, the fucking grammar on this, the dialogue is just really bad. And they don't know dialogue tags or grammar.
Didn't they say they were gonna swap
Also,
Azula and Zuko?
yes,
and
they...
yet Zuko's still talking out with.
Yes, but you
Kai.
see, Ozai is way more reasonable, and the general's actually incompetent. So Zuko beats the general in Agni Kai because his dad doesn't intervene because he's a reasonable, understanding man.
I mean, I thought Ozai was pretty reasonable about scarring his child there for disrespect.
You would. You're Australian.
Look,
Listen,
just-
in such a medieval age with a bit of cultivation aspects, I would genuinely believe that is how an emperor would react.
Oh, I know.
Like, on that one, I think Ozai was right. Everything else, he's a shitlord. And a shitbag.
Anyway, what else we got here? We got Debts and Promises. Original self-insert character saves Lee from dying from an illness. Lee saves original self-insert character from being sold to the slave sex trade. But wait, Lee is actually Zuko? What happens next? And this story is written by Lady Mermaid. If you guessed female author syndrome, you were right. Oh wow, they do this to multiple other series, such as Ouran High School Club and Inuyasha. Ember,
God.
Kagome's cousin, moves from America to Japan.
Really? Kagome?
Mm.
Ah, yes. Kagome's famous American family member.
And she ends up falling into the well with Kagome and goes to feudal Japan. And then she gets captured by Naraku because he loves her and she loves him.
Yes.
Oh, female authors, they are something else.
There's a lot to unpack there, author. All of it is
All of which I want to keep packed.
Yeah. If we could, in fact, you know what? I have a lovely box here, with which to keep your shit packed the fuck away.
Yeah. There's Toaster Fucker, Sayari.
Listen. The only reason we let Sign unpack a box is because he has some actual writing chops and writes things that aren't just horny.
Plus, you pay him to write things.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I just read his latest Ranma chapter, and there was shockingly no horny in it.
Shockingly.
Yes, shockingly.
That's what I mean, right? He possesses actual skill.
Wait, Sign has a Ranma fic?
Conjunction.
Oh, the one with
Yeah.
Sailor Moon. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't follow that. I don't really read Sailor Moon shit.
You only read it for the You only read the crossover for the porn. Let's be honest here.
No, I Sailor Moon and the Seven Balls all the way.
Look, I don't need to know what kind of deranged things the man is writing.
Early 2000 Sailor Moon DBZ porn crossover.
Yep, that was officially made. It was licensed.
Yep.
You can
Wait,
still find
what?
it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
You
it
never have
was licensed.
Licensed. Yep.
It was Goku takes a job as a porn star for some extra money because Chi-Chi was bitching about needing money, and Sailor Moon's there, or
Yep.
Usagi rather, is there for some money, and they're like, okay,
Yep.
let's get these two together.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
look, I can't write that off out of hand, right? Because like I worked at the video store. I've talked about the Star Wars one before. It's like that was really good quality effects. So I can't write that off out of hand, much as my
You
soul
literally-
begs to.
You've
can
never heard of
literally-
it before?
You can
Well,
literally just Google it.
I just want to remind
Taylor-
everyone that the X32 bone structure for Skyrim mod, the
It's on
single
IMDb.
best skeleton mod in the game that revolutionized animation in the creation engine, was created by a woman for porn.
Holy shit! It's got a 2005 sequel. Wait, what?
What, really?
Sailor and the Seven Balls 2: Return of the Balls on IMDb.
7
No.
balls to Return of the Ball.
From 2005.
Oh my god.
5.8 out of 10 for the
What's
first one.
the title again?
Sailor and the Seven Bowls 2 with Z at the end of bowls. Return of the Balls. It's on IMDb. I will literally just copy paste the link.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it is. This is for the first one. And then the second one has a link there.
There's an active torrent for it.
There's an
Yeah.
active terrorism link for it.
Yep.
Oh.
Director David
Oh
Penama.
shit! Infont put this on fucking FFN?
Apparently, yeah. Crossover. I said there's Toaster Fucker.
Yeah, no, I know he put it on QQ, but I didn't know he put it on FFN. Is there any difference between the two?
Probably not.
Probably not, yeah. What
Alright.
else has he posted here?
Then I'm probably gonna end up fucking favoriting this shit just so I can get reminded whenever he updates, so I don't have to just check it myself because I'm
Well,
lazy.
QQ's starting to get emails again. I'm getting update notifications.
Oh, I don't bother doing update notifications because Space Battles, QQ, all of them, they do horrible update notifications. So their emails are beyond useless for me. FFN, I can clearly see what's up, so it lets me know what's going on, and I can clearly sort.
Is
easily.
the fic underneath in Toaster Fuckers just a Gladiator ripoff? Are you not entertained?
What?
Spartacus.
It's Burn the World Down. And yeah, the
Yeah,
next one is
no,
Gladiator.
Yeah, that's...
In a world where the Avatar was never found, the Fire Nation took over everything. And Sokka sees to free his people, but he's captured by his enemies. And everyone is Sokka. That's right. They're all Spartacus.
Yep.
Of course.
I'm Sokka. Because he fights as a gladiator. And wins the love of Azula somehow for 4.5 million words. What?
I'm sorry, how many?
316 chapters, 4,531,000 words.
Jesus Christ.
For almost
How?
6,000 reviews, 3,400 faves,
How?
3,200 follows.
Listen, you see, what you got to understand is Sokka is an extraordinarily skilled swordsman. His main powers come from an intergalactic bit of meteoric iron. It's always hard. Unbreakable.
They had to write 1 million.
I
how he became
love this
4%
review.
like-
I skipped like half of the story because it felt like filler. But now that I'm in the last 24 chapters, the story's really picked up again, and I can't wait to see Azula's reaction to the collapse of the Earth Kingdom. Chapter 314.
Motherfucker.
Wow. But still, where's the million-word filler of Sokka becoming forklift certified?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
This is
forklift
so
certification's
intense
no
and
joke, bro.
amazing. Thank you for
No,
the
that's
double
canon to the
update.
comics. That's
I know.
canon. Yeah.
What, forklift certified Sokka?
Yes.
But is he forklift certified?
Yes. He
Are
even created
you
the forklift with the help of the mechanics.
Forklift certified.
No. Not anymore.
Azula does kitchen nightmares. This is a crack story where Ozai is Gordon Ramsay. Zero favorites, 0 follows. Holy shit! Fucking amazing! Outstanding! Hold on, I gotta fucking play the audio because of how amazing it is. Holy shit! The claps! The claps! That is
The
amazing.
story
Well
needs
done.
the real Gordon Ramsay to insult it.
Yeah, I'm.
This is someone who is writing a story because they want to share it regardless of what people think. That's what I'm learning from this right now.
Yeah.
No reviews, no favorites, no follows, 25,000 words in 3 chapters.
Yep.
They are doing this for their satisfaction and no one else's.
And I hate them all the more for it. Speaking of for no one else's satisfaction but their own, not too far from the yew tree, Katara, 2-year isolation chasing after her brother who vanished into Earth Kingdom looking for work. Zuko, 6 year of isolation on Iron Ship, losing hope that his horizon might ever change. Wait, how do you get lost on a ship for 6 years? Just go in a straight fucking line.
Well, if you
Listen,
don't know where you're going.
Listen,
Yeah,
his
but just go in a
secondary
straight
name.
line. There is literally no spot on the world map in Avatar that if you don't sail in a straight line, you will hit something.
He's the reincarnation of Ryoga from Ranma.
Yes.
He's trapped in a mirror sea.
Okay, so here's my question: how have they not starved to death, or had a rebellion, or a
Don't worry about
mutiny,
it.
or anything in
Well,
6
you see,
years?
they eat the crew.
Uncle
Yeah, that's
Iroh
not-
is no longer giving him advice; he's just hallucinating it.
Yeah, exactly.
Uncle Iroh was the last one he ate.
Yeah.
But he was pretty
Uncle
useful, right?
Iroh with that waistline was the first one they ate.
Yeah. After
No,
coming to
because
realize,
Iroh was tough enough to just kick their asses.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat the most useless member of the crew. Iroh just murks a man. He's dead.
Wrong.
I don't think he's very
Wrong.
useful.
After
killed himself
coming
as
to
soon as
a
they ran out of steam.
realization that his father never meant for him to return home, Zuko throws his fate in with Katara. Why? But halting 100 years of momentum isn't easy. A drama angst story, 28 chapters. Are you ready for this, Max? 143,000 words. 2 reviews, 8 favorites.
Once again,
Oh.
they're doing it for themselves.
Yep.
I can respect that.
The only 2 reviews are a guest reviewer called Fan, who says, "This is an amazing story and I love your style. This is similar enough to canon to follow along with, but different to make it your own." And of course, their second reviewer is the deleted number guy who just left reviews on every single person's stories with a random number.
That motherfucker.
That gentleman.
So with the
yes.
fan, anyone got the picture of the guy putting a medal on himself?
It literally it is, because listen to this style. 9 months of the year of South Pole was spectacular, glistening, pure white snowfield hedged between blue waterways, but for Katara, 3 months of summer were most precious. In late spring, the ground would thaw enough that fresh yellow-green blade of grass dotted through the fucking South Pole.
Now, am I remembering wrong, or isn't there a part of like South Pole or Antarctica that always has the sun shining?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's during the summer months. And it's the North and the South Pole.
Yeah.
And it's 6 months of sun, but it never gets above freezing.
Yeah, because it's really fucking cold there, so there wouldn't
Also,
be
it's
grass.
really dim light.
Yeah. So there wouldn't be grass.
No,
Don't worry
but
about it.
this is Avatar, so maybe.
But there's not either because they live on ice blocks. If it was somewhere, their home would melt.
Oh yeah, they do live on ice blocks. That's true.
Okay, look, Avatar
And
is
so-
the same fucking series where the last Avatar, Kyoshi, literally cut off an island and used her bending powers to fuck off into the middle of the ocean with that island.
Yeah.
An
Yep.
entire landmass.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I can see. No, I can definitely see how that would work with a mixture of earthbending as well. cutting
Yeah,
off the
no,
bottom and then
totally,
bringing it
dude.
back
That's
again.
totally reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. If she's got all 4 elements, it is reasonable to terraform like that, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, all you would have to do would be to raise the ground underneath the island after you finished moving it through the water.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, you picked the worst person to use as an example.
okay. This is
Yeah.
also the place where things like flying bison and antelope antelope cows exist, or whatever the fuck.
Okay, flying
Just like
bison literally
bison-
fly using airbending.
Yes, they taught the monks just like the Badger Moles taught the Earthbenders and the Moon taught the Waterbenders.
Yeah.
And the
Badger
dragons taught
moles
fire.
exist.
Badger Moles, yes.
Yeah, badger, mole, mushroom.
Fuck off of that.
Classic.
If you understand what I just said, you are over 28 years old.
Wait, no, I'm not. I'm 25, but I know that.
It was a pretty popular meme.
It was delayed in Australia. What can I say?
Yeah, probably. Just like how our brains are still delayed. We haven't gotten them yet.
Yep. They're don't worry, they're in shipping. I'm sure they'll arrive any year now. So anyway, the author doesn't know anything, and a bunch of really, really precious flowers that absolutely die at the slightest hint of frost are also bloom in Antarctica.
Don't worry.
And the summer solstice happened. During the summer solstice, they would have 24 hours of sunlight, and only on that day, actually.
Mm.
Yep. And then only on that day, a field of white flowers would erupt. And Katara was flanked by dozens of small children, and they harvested all of the flowers from that field. And they ate them.
They didn't
Because
smoke
they're
them.
vegan. Because they're vegan now, because without soccer to hunt for them.
Now, some of
There's no
them
blood
would be
hunt.
medicinal, so I assume that is what they're smoking. The short bliss of summer, and Sokka was gone.
Oh.
Yeah, this style is fucking garbage.
Yes.
Burning with humiliation, she stood up and wiped the dirt off her clothing as passerbys watched the altercation. The fuming man was giving back the cursing out she given him tenfold, as he continued a barrage of vulgarities, alluding as only the use of woman might be on a ship full of men weeks from port. She thought how much she'd like him to lose a few teeth, but she stayed first, knowing that she would go to jail if she did, and that was a multi-paragraph sentence, by the way.
Jail. Yes. Because there is such a thing as a jail that other than what the Fire Nation made.
No,
She'd go to the brig on a ship.
Yeah, she's on a ship
Yeah.
right now.
Ah,
She's
okay.
gonna go to jail on the ship. That's
Yeah.
right. That's what will happen if you piss off all the sailors on a ship who are threatening to rape you. Is they'll put you
Yeah.
in jail.
And then
And
they
leave you
rape you
untouched
anyway.
and unhurt. Leave you untouched and unhurt.
Yeah, they won't do anything to you at all. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Dark.
Idea, author. Let's see, what else can we get tonight? Let's go to the game section. Let's do Kingdom Hearts crossovers.
Ugh.
Ew. Let's.
I'm just kidding. Pokemon time.
Yes.
That's even
the
worse.
one- I mean, we do seem to find a weirdly large amount of incest in Pokemon crossovers.
Let's see. Dutch Pokemon time. In mein oder Wigner stinkiger Hürgentil, in dem is might villain myth, und Ostermar
I
Argo
hate-
Flammen weird.
I hate
Why are
how
we
this is
suddenly
the actual
speaking German?
translation. It's Dutch.
It's
Oh,
Dutch.
so it's Elvish.
Where is
No.
der Mann and under die Frau was hat Ash? It's mein Aldum Zumtin woher fruit die Ries.
Why are we
I heard
talking
something
about
about
Alduin?
Alduin?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Von dem Mannen und dem Ries und von der Frau. Lest und finde het heraus. A more or less independent part about Ash K and the mysterious couple of Japanese origin.
Why is it partially in English? What?
I don't know.
What?
I wouldn't ask too many questions about that if I were you.
Mitsuki, 22. Komm aus Kanto, habe und Kanto und Carlos Berist. Und
Habe
Jobangebote den Training schedulen.
Ja, Buns and thighs.
Training scheduling.
Dutch is not a real language.
Dutch is not a real fucking language.
Dutch is a language. It's just a bad one.
No, it's not real.
Dutch can't
It's
hurt
a
you.
real-
It's not real.
Der Grund,
Dutch is as
mein
real as
un
Finland.
Cousin hat mich lernen, was Abel haben vorgeschlagen.
Dutch is as real as fucking Finland.
Mein
remember-
un Partner Felix.
What was it? The phrase for Papa, I need a spanking comes out to Poppy spank my behind or some shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Of course you would know
Bacon
that.
Mine Wine Stir or something like that. It was in
Spanking
posted
Mine
memes in the
Keister?
SDM. Yeah,
Poppy
something like that.
Keister.
Fucking Dutch.
Why is the most recently updated Pokemon crossover Pokemon and Vocaloid?
Don't ask. Oh,
Don't
no,
ask
it's
questions,
no. I
don't
actually
think.
can answer this. So, they recently did a Hatsune Miku Pokemon crossover.
What?
Officially licensed, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. Pokemon Dragon Ball Super?
Stumble, a Sinnoh venture, a fish out of water, an isekai story about a traveler that goes to the Sinnoh region. Join Zach, myself, insert OC, as he plays through Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Riveting.
How about fuck you?
A 1,000 word per chapter story that has taken 6 chapters so far to make 6,000 words, and it has updated over the course of the past 8 months.
Fire
Again,
Emblem Awakening of Galarian Trainers.
no, be gone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Not Galarian, but Galarian.
Oh no, it was inevitable. Of course we would see one.
The Pokefuckers.
Attractive Alto Mare. After the run-in with Bayleaf, Ash is none the wiser, and he continues his journey with a trip to Alto Mare. All
this a
characters involved in this story are 18 or higher. Rated
Wait,
M,
is this a
romance.
is this a
Featuring
sequel
Ash.
to another Pokefucker with Bayleaf?
Yes, featuring Ash, Bayleaf, and Latias.
And Bianca.
Bianca.
Bianca, if you say it like
I
that.
don't want to know what they did. I don't want to know what you did, author, but I do know that it's verboten.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh no. Oh no. Hey Max, does this sound familiar? Pokemon Cosmic Quest. Ash and Pikachu set off for an adventure in the Tenno region, known for their
Why,
advanced space
stop.
industry and warframes.
Please stop.
They encounter new Pokemon challenges and the evil Team Planetary, who are evil Team Rocket members from other planets. Styled.
No, you know what, Max? Who's that one Grenier General that kept coming back every time? He's definitely a Team Rocket member. I killed him enough times. He should be dead.
Styled like the anime, based on my original Pokemon game concept, Luna, Terra, and Soul versions, including all of my custom Pokemon. 158 chapters, 839,000 words, 425 reviews, and 200 favorites. Ongoing since 2014. God damn. Man is really out here putting out 12 chapters
Why?
a year.
WordPress, Cerebi.net forums, WordPress. Why is fan art for this on Cerebi?
Probably because this person drew it.
Oh
Fanfiction,
wow.
best of the best Pokemon stories. God.
That's a photo. That is a photo. That's a muscle snake.
What?
Why?
A fiery muscle snake with big bulging pecs.
What?
Why? Pokemon Soul on Switch with a giant bulging muscle snake.
I
That is a thing.
Mm.
Oh my.
That I am so thankful that on stream the chat blocks this picture.
Yeah, that's something we can all be thankful for.
Oh well, I mean we can't be thankful that it's no shipping because they don't like shipping at all. The author.
Let
So
me know
that's
when you
something.
stop speaking gibberish.
Wait, now that you've seen the covers of Luna and Terra versions at the Cosmic Quest official website, what?
No.
Is
No.
this person making a ROM hack?
Oh
Cosmic
no.
Quest.
I mean, we're legally obligated to discover this information.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. No.
Why?
No. 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 No.
Oh no! It has its own website.
It does.
No.
WordPress.
What is this
PokemonCosmicQuest.wordpress.com.
art?
Oh.
It's some art.
It is
Hmm.
Oh boy. Oh
Ooh,
no.
boy.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait, why is there a buff Lunatone?
don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
Why is there a steel evolution to Whale Lord that turns him into a submarine?
That actually sounds pretty cool.
That actually sounds kind of badass. Can we get that? Where's that update?
Oh, why is there a solar Rayquaza? Oh god, he made custom evolutions for all existing Pokemon that are all space themed.
Based.
It's actually pretty badass too.
Some of these look
Some of these do
mildly,
actually look
yeah,
good.
some of these are mildly
is that-
okay. Some of
Have you
these
seen
are
the
just
Porygon one?
really. Yeah, I saw the Porygon one. He looks like a fucking TIE fighter.
It's great.
Hi, Fed.
Aegis Slash looks like he's wearing a Sith hood.
Oh man, he whole ass. Wow. Mystery Dungeon, Cosmic Destiny, Soul version of the game, the Team Rocket movie, the Team Rocket movie soundtrack, the Team Rocket Takeover archives, Luna, Terra, and Soul, new mechanics and features, new items, light type, the Tenno Pokedex, the Tennoan forms, the Mega Evolution, the Attack Dex, the Tenno region, the Tenno League, Team Planetary. Oh god.
It's dumb and I hate it.
All right.
Have you checked in the gallery some of the pictures?
Combo moves in the Tenno region. Move have combo types like Pokemon. This works
Just
similar to the
constant.
real move, except the move would actually be 2 different types, and so these moves can be times 4 or times 16 effective or times 0.25 effective. What? For example, if Swampert uses Muddy Water, which is now Groundwater, with 90 damage against a Magcargo, it would do times 2 for Fire, times 2 for Water versus Fire, times 2 for Water versus Rock, times 2 for Ground against Fire, and times 2 for Ground against Rock, as long as a 1.5 times Water Stab and a 1.5 times Ground Stab, which would come out to a net damage of times 36. So use the new
Jesus
combo
Christ.
moves cleverly? Why? What benefit?
What benefit does this have? We don't know.
Because it sounds cool to the author.
I'm sorry. No, hold on. I have a response to this. Okay, I actually have a picture-based response to this. Thanks to Rooster Teeth, I actually can respond here, with a picture. Let's see here, and it
What do you
was
want
yes, here we go.
That's the Tenno form of Jirachi.
That's my response.
No.
Oh.
That's official Rooster Teeth merchandise, by the way.
Oh my god.
I hate you and I hate this
No.
concept.
Yes.
Also,
Yes, it-
that
Neo
Porygon
Dance
Evolution
was
isn't
made-
Porygon.
Oh,
it's a
that thing.
legendary.
Yes, I remember. That abomination.
Yeah. Some other official Rooster Teeth merchandise.
By the way,
Where is it? Where is it?
um,
Oh yes, this.
Well, I mean, oh god. When you're paying Chinese sweatshop labor, what did you expect to get?
Yeah. Yeah.
also, the legendaries from Luna, Terra, and Soul, with the Soul one has 2 forms, which includes Buff Snake.
What in the
What
fucking
the actual
shit?
fuck?
What in the Kentucky
Whoa.
Fried Fuck?
What the fuck am I looking
Those are
at?
the box legendaries for each version of Tenno region. The Luna one is just a moon, Terra one is Earth, and the Soul one Sun
Why
has
is
2
he doing
forms.
a JoJo pose?
It looks like the Earth one has a cigar in his hand. I know it's a volcano, but it looks like a cigar.
I prefer the idea of a hard smoking, no nonsense Pokemon.
So
What is he
Pikachu.
detective? Yeah, it was good. I was gonna say. So you mean Detective Pikachu?
I mean, yes. As long as Ryan Reynolds continues to voice him.
Yes, obviously.
Yes, obviously. What other person would be able to voice that wonderful little fucking gremlin?
Oh my. The Pokesistent. Ever since Gold and Silver, there was a Pokesistent giving you items. You get new apps by journeying around the land of Tenno. One of the major apps is the Battle Simulator, which lets you play red and blue. What?
What the
Okay,
fuck?
Here, have a 30-hour game in your 30-hour game.
That's a little
You
meta,
mean-
isn't it?
What?
Also,
Here, have a good video game in your shitty video game.
here's the
Oh,
3
that's how they-
starters
that's how
of
they
the
sell
of
copies.
Cosmic.
That's how they
3
sell
starters.
copies. It's revealed that they have the best emulated version of
What horror is this?
Those are the
Ooh.
3 starters of Cosmic.
What the fuck is going
What the
on?
fuck?
What?
The starter is a Charmeleon that's very confused at why he was stuck into a Squirtle's shell.
Yeah.
And 8
The grass
LMAO.
one has seen some shit. And as usual, the water one's just here to have fun.
Kappa Aqua, Curcell, and Sprout.
Uh,
Yeah, it Yeah.
You know what? Credit where it's due. I kind of like the water one. He looks like a fun little guy.
Yeah, the water one at least,
He evolves into a Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
of course he does.
Oh no. All
Of
right.
course he does.
Oh.
Oh.
That's just a
Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Not just a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. That's an early Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
This get
Is it the
oh
early
god,
Yu-Gi-Oh
this is like
monster
some
that's somehow the
fucking
most?
this is some psychological horror shit.
Whoa,
Is it like somehow the most overpowered thing in the world, but then also incredibly fucking useless? The second
Wait.
we changed.
Although the
Oh.
Arbok and Wheezing evolutions are
Okay,
actually
alright,
look
hang
kind of
on.
cool, made by
Hang on a
AI.
second. The Fire's evolution ain't half bad for a design.
It's like I'm sorry, we live in the year 2023. Are you really dead ass telling me you can't get an AI to design this shit? What the
He
fuck?
did. Arbok evolution and Wheezing evolution.
What the what? What the hell happened to Arbok? Oh my god.
Arbok looks like it's taking
Menacing.
some design hints from the Dark Souls basilisks.
Yeah, that's some tumors on my tumors.
Dracosmic. I present Dracosmic.
Oh, what did they do to Wheezing? Dracosmic hurts my eyes, and if that's the intent, it worked.
It looks like a knockoff
This
Spyro.
guy is still pretty funny. Here you go.
That dude is.
This is just Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
What was it, Skullboy?
Nemex.
What'd you do to Tangela?
Why does he have a random sphere where his, chest cavity should be?
I'm guessing he's a medium Pokemon or something like that.
What the fuck? Velocity. It's one of the 3 legendary dogs, except to go fast.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's
Velocity.
Suicune.
Saluna. Oh god.
Gravisack, the Gravity Legendary.
Ascended
Which
form.
which is what we thought-
Cataclysm Helioso!
Yeah, that's the Muscle Snake.
I know.
Yep, Gravisack is in poorly made CG.
Also has one called Schwarzfield, which is evil Gravisack.
I just want to point out that anyone who likes Steins Gate is dumb.
Well, it was kind of full of itself.
God.
Man, that is a... I don't know, man. If a fucking Pokemon started JoJo walking at me, I don't know, man.
I think I'd be done.
Yeah, I think I'd be
Like-
done.
The second cover art.
Like, I just don't want to be here.
Ugh.
You know, congrats to them for
Why-
all of the head.
Pokemon
Fandom
Cosmic Quest, the
players.
movie, Myoken the Guiding
Oh my
Light.
god, there is like the
What
movie
the-
3, Pokemon the Team Rocket Hijack movie 3. You weren't
Nemix
prepared for this
Unleashed.
much trouble.
Oh god.
Clues an all new Meowth short. Mystery Dungeon
Wow.
Cosmic Destiny.
This dude
I don't know if you
really.
wanna be calling your- I
Oh,
don't know if you wanna be calling one of your movies
no.
Cosmic
Let's Cosmic Quest. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee with new evolutions. Apparently for Pikachu and Eevee. Team Rocket takes Hollywood. Lights, camera, blast off.
Oh wow, this dude. Oh no, his
Oh.
mystery dungeon's another 140K. His Team Rocket movie is 25K. His Cosmic Quest movie 2 is 21K. You really,
Team Rocket.
this dude
Team-
really is out here wanting me to like get to like chapter 30, read another story, come back, get to like chapter 72, read another story, come back. All right, guys, this is the part where movie 3 happens. Go read that now. Oh my god. Team Rocket take over the game.
Multiversal mayhem. What the fuck is this?
Oh, Chronicles of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no, he's got a
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh too.
What is Yu-Go? I don't want to know. Let's not click on that. We don't need to know. Oh my god.
Yeah, multiversal mayhem. What?
Where everything is canon, he says, featuring such characters as Spock,
Oh,
Shadow the Hedgehog, Baby Groot,
Darth Vader.
Fuck.
Allah Akbar, Team Rocket, The Flash, Link, and Sokka.
Sokka's just friend. Why is Sokka just
Shadow
friend
the
random?
Hedgehog.
Don't worry,
What
guys.
the
Shadow the
actual
Hedgehog's got
fuck?
guns.
Wait, if they're
okay
putting all
now.
the heroes on the right side, why the fuck is Spock a villain in this story?
Because Sneaky, because it's
Wait.
obviously goatee Spock.
Why
Of
is
course.
Groot on that?
Yeah,
side?
actually, it's a real
Yeah.
good question. Wait, why is Shadow the
What?
Hedgehog on the bad guy's
It's
side?
Baby Groot.
Because Shadow is.
Shadow makes sense in some form or fashion. I don't know,
No,
he's on the dark
Max.
route.
Shadow doesn't make sense. He makes corpses.
No, he makes arms deals.
That's true.
You know, can I say I still love that, like, the Shadow the Hedgehog game. It's like, we'll give him guns. Everyone likes guns. It didn't sell well. Fast forward 10 years later, yo, remember how sick that game was? They gave Shadow
Yeah.
guns.
Shadow with guns? I mean, that's because they have another edgy Sonic game to compare it to with the Werehog thing.
And then the amazing dub came out.
Yeah.
That's right. I pissed on the moon. Take that, Obama.
Sonic the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on my wife.
Oh, God. Hey, bot, how many grains of sand are there in this desert? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, why did you ask him to do that?
uh,
Yeah, Japan's always got a weird sense of humor, son.
Well, more like on the nose.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can we move on from Cosmic
You
Quest and
know-
Pokemon
Yeah.
in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on. To
How
that, but a
about we
quick
do
reminder-
Ash Ketchum and the 100 Girlfriends?
What?
You
Hey,
guys know
it's
about 100
9:02.
Girlfriends?
No.
Yeah, I do. I know that manga.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Why are they doing an Ash Ketchum version?
Why not?
Because they're a hack.
You promised- like,
Can we move on from Pokemon?
Yeah, sure, certainly.
oh, what have you done, Kaz?
Moving us on to Ruby early because all roads lead to fucking
What do
Ruby.
you mean early? It's 9 o'clock. We should be
Mass
done.
Effect.
Oh, thank God. I don't care about that fandom. I've never played the games.
Fair point. Mass Effect crossovers.
Still don't really care about the fandom.
Dutch. 5 Dutch stories. Dies Gretchen handheld it on Wein Werwen.
That
Again
is
with the
still not a
German.
fucking. That is still not a fucking language. Because I also understood that one. I translated that to English in my head. It's not a real language.
No, it's not. Star Wars Mass Effect crossover. Saga of the Bridger. The war between the Empire and the Coalition is about to enter the bloodiest phase of 2022-27 and will go down as the year where people battled. Meanwhile, the Jedi Order keeps fighting a war against the Sith, and the Imperial Federation is entangled with the emerging powers of the Milky Way.
What's the most followed or favorited fic? Is it that Fate Mass Effect one that's really popular?
What's the most what of the who?
Followed or favorited Mass Effect crossover?
You know what? That's a good question.
Is it that Fate one that people like? Is
Should I buy favorite? Harry Geth.
of course it is. I should have expected a Harry
Followed
Potter
up
crossover.
by Madness Effect, which was the Death Death Eater?
Soul Eater?
Soul Eater. Yeah. Which is the where Harry is Frankenstein from Soul Eater,
Of course, yes, right. I forgot that.
and he invents
Okay.
immortality, and he's totally unhinged.
Yeah,
Why?
except he totally doesn't be unhinged, especially once he starts in the Mass Effect universe, because
Yeah.
apparently Nymphadora got kidnapped by the
Yeah.
Reapers.
Yeah. And then Mass Effect Clash of Civilizations. That's a classic. That's a
Alright.
classic.
And then Man off the Moon by Feed and Nurture. There it is.
That dog shit story. I fucking hate it.
It is.
Yep.
It is shit. It is.
Absolute garbage. To Infinity. Yep.
Another Halo.
Not surprised that's here. It's not great. It's not terrible, but it's definitely like a 4 out of 10.
The Mission Stays the Same by Broken Trident.
Yeah, the Mission Stays the Same is a pretty good one. Warhammer Mass Effect crossover, 33 chapters, 367,000 words.
I would love to see Orcs versus Reapers.
Yeah, then that doesn't happen. Like no one does orcs.
No,
No one
because
does
they can't do
orcs.
them well.
Yeah, pretty much. Mythos Effect, which was Cthulhu Tech and Humanity. Humanity won the Aeon War, and then they meet the Mass Effect universe, which is funny because Humanity that wins the Aeon War is hilarious because they killed all of the Eldritch gods.
Deus Swiftblade. Damn, been a while since I've heard that name.
Yeah, misplaced. Finally completed after 6 years and 100 chapters and 1.6 million words. Naruto wakes up from his cocoon inside an asteroid and has to deal with the rest of the world moving on without him in the Mass Effect universe. I haven't read his story since like 2016, to be honest. So
The only one I read was Bodyguard of Azula.
yeah,
And I didn't even finish it.
I didn't either.
Once it went back to Konoha, I got bored.
Yeah. Biomass Effect, the prototype Mass Effect crossover, where Alex ate the entire planet and then Blacklight evolved to stop being a virus
Hmm?
and regenerated all life on the planet.
What?
Mm.
That
Yeah.
was what now?
Yeah.
What story?
Prototype Mass Effect.
Is that the one where Alex is the entire planet
Yes.
and like is basically LARPing is literally everyone?
Yes.
Okay, I vaguely remember that one.
Yes.
Wasn't terrible.
No, but it was still updating for a really long time after a really long time of not updating, and so I just never saw it again. I just never picked it back up again. I saw updates happening for a while, and I just never picked it up again. Those Emmy Halo crossovers where humanity gets found by the Council post-Halo would have the Turians absolutely destroyed if Relay 314 happened and it did in canon. Honestly, that's usually what ends up happening. A lot of the section of Halo and Mass Effect was in a war with itself because you had a bunch of Mass Effect fanboys who were like, it shoots a fucking tungsten pole at the speed of light. That means it punches through the ship. And a lot of Halo fanboys going like, yeah, well, we don't shoot it at the speed of light, but it's like literally the weight of your ship. So if you get hit by it, you die. And they're like, oh, well, we have shields. And it's like, okay, well, I just shot a ship at you.
Mass Effect says they have shields.
Yes. And also,
Okay.
post Halo War, humanity also does have plasma shields.
So I actually did some research on this here recently. The Mass Effect shields are actually
Garbage.
dog shit
Yeah, they're
compared
terrible.
to say like Star Trek shields, right?
Or Halo shields.
They
or Warhammer
or
shields.
Halo shields or any other fucking shields.
Yeah.
They suck at tanking energy attacks, and
They literally
once
can't.
they actually can't. They have to have an entirely different type of shield for that I think only the Reapers have.
Yes.
And then once you get up into fractions of C worth of force on physical attacks, they just fucking pop and explode.
Yeah.
Also,
Whereas
because
Halo crossover.
they forget to mention that those Mass Effect drives, and this is a mechanic that doesn't get used in the games, but it is in the lore. They have to ground out basically, otherwise they overcharge and they blow up.
Yeah.
So this is why they have to either go and dip into a planet's atmosphere or touch down on the planet's ground. And the only people who figured out how to use that were the Reapers, who were like, "Oh, hey, we'll just use this as free power to power our ship." And Andromeda, where they went, "Oh yeah, we'll do the same thing the Reapers do."
Yeah.
So Mass Effect tech is kind of fucking gimpy compared to say Halo tech.
And not only that, on top of that, but like the argument of like, oh well, one shot from a Mass Effect gun would gut a human cruiser. It's like, do you realize that the human ships post Covenant War were made with the idea that they're supposed to survive getting hit by plasma bombs multiple times from like their battleships?
Wasn't there also
not
those giant in Halo Reach, the giant fucking Covenant walkers or whatever that's similar to Reapers?
The Scarabs.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Scarabs were in a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Scarabs are interesting.
Yeah.
But listen, even leaving that aside, Sneaky, you're forgetting that stuff like even in the war, ships were made to take multiple plasma shots. You
Oh, I know.
have things like the damn. Well, I mean, obviously there's the Halcyon class cruiser, which was hilariously over-engineered for survivability,
It was
right?
amazing.
But
I'd
even
like to see it. I'd like to see a Mass Effect Reaper stand up to my Halo 1
I don't really
pistol.
think you can be
Now, I will
over-engineered
say-
survivability.
I
with
will
this
say
Covenant.
there
I'm gonna
was.
be real
I
with
will
you.
say there was one moment in a Halo Mass Effect Cross. I forget which one it is. I think it might be 2 Infinity. But they are literally having the whole sovereign invasion moment, and the Infinity comes out of a slipspace portal and just plows Sovereign through.
Oh no!
that's amazing.
That's pretty
It's just
badass.
beep beep, motherfucker.
That's great.
Humanity's here to save the day.
Humanity is here, and we
fuck
have
yeah.
brought the ability known as.
And I will
fuck you.
say that was blatantly ripped off of the Halo 4, one of the best cinematics in the later Halo series, of where the Infinity comes out of a portal and plows through a supercarrier, just like, hey guys, we've arrived, and then casually deploys multiple cruisers out of its
Yeah.
docking bay.
I have arrived.
Humanity, fuck yeah.
I have arrived, and it is your problem.
And also, the lore behind the forward-facing weapons on the Infinity is hilarious. Hey, Sag Healy, can we have some glassing beams for glassing planets? Yes.
Haha, ship to ship combat.
Ship to ship weapon, bitches! Put the 2 on the front of the ship.
My Lord Arbiter, why did we give the humans glassy weapons? Have you ever seen what a human does with a simple star engine? Yes, they use it as a weapon. That's why.
When you put 2
We'll use
glassing
everything as
cannons on the front of your ship, they make amazing beam weapons.
Have you ever
how
seen
did
what happens to a brute ship when you do that? It's very funny.
How did the humanity get it on there? They use this thing called duct tape.
See, that's why I don't buy the later games saying, oh, the Banished are so strong. Bro.
Yeah, no.
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 Yeah, it's
No.
lame. It's super lame.
An old man with a 30-year-old ship was able to stop the bandits. Shut the fuck up.
Listen,
Yeah.
if I can beat one of the apparently hardest bosses in the game by setting up bombs before his cutscene happens beforehand, it's not that hard.
Halo is not in Baldur's Gate 3.
Actually,
no,
it
you
is.
can in I think it was Halo 5 or the most recent one.
And
There's a
Infinity, yeah.
really hard
Yeah.
Infinity. There's a really hard boss that shows up via cutscene,
Yeah,
and you can just get a whole bunch of explosives.
Yeah, there's a whole
and
bunch of
move it-
explosive
move it.
canisters everywhere on the map,
Mm,
and you're supposed to like use them to like you're supposed to
Beat
to
enemies.
navigate him over to them and explode them. Except people were just like, why would I do that when I can just pick them up and put them in one spot where he spawns and then throw a grenade at it?
I am a
And,
fucking Spartan. I will pick up as
Yes.
many things as I want.
Yeah, it one shots him in like not even 10 seconds. So
it's really funny. Yeah.
and everyone was saying he was going to be he's one of the hardest bosses, and then just one person was like, "Why would you?"
I would also like to point out that humanity in the Halo verse did canonically make a multi-stage nuclear weapon that is supposed to wipe out a star system.
Oh yeah.
Do you mean the funny thing that was in the fucking books?
Yes, the supernova.
The
nuclear...
funny, hello,
yeah.
you Covenant bastards, enjoy.
Yeah, the greetings perish.
The funny, the funniest part about that book was literally just, it's not even an elite, it's not a jackal, it's not a captain that even activates it and hears it. It's a fucking grunt looking for food.
Yeah.
And he like accidentally presses a button, and he's just like, "Hello, you Covenant bastards." This ship is
No, I
going
thought
to
it was I thought it was a grunt that was I thought it was one of the grunts assigned to translation work.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes,
yeah,
no,
it
you're
was,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember,
and
they're like,
literally-
well, we don't want to
literally he
learn the filthy human tongue. Make the grunts do it.
Yeah.
Literally, he looks at the jackal that's been bothering him the entire time, and just like I think he like smiles or panics. I don't remember which one.
I think
I
smiles.
believe it was smiling.
Yeah.
Smiles.
He's just like, "What did it say, you filthy ungoy? Fuck you."
Boom. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why the elites had to come to humanity for help, because that bomb wiped out 3/4 of the elite fighting force. I'm not even shitting you. And none of the elites know what caused it. They're just like, must have been an engine failure. Humans, we need to trust you.
Dear star system.
Did a ring malfunction or?
Yes, the ultimate way to deal with the flood. Greetings, star system. Death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I mean, there is some good stuff in the Mass Effect crossover section, especially in the Halo Mass Effect section. But you have to be really careful, because like you'll have some really good writing, and then suddenly it'll turn out it's like a Mass Effect fucking fanboy, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the Mass Effect ships were flying circles around the human ships, and they couldn't be touched." And it's like, my dude, my brother in Christ, do you realize they are not moving as fast as some of the fucking Covenant fighters?
The thing is, though, it's also because even people who play Halo don't understand that the Halo Spartans aren't moving at human speeds. A lot of people don't even really seem to understand that for some reason, which is stupid because they're super soldiers.
I mean, really, if you want to play Halo while feeling more like a normal human, play Reach on Legendary.
Yeah.
You will very quickly learn why humans do not attempt
Not even
not
even on Legendary, even on like.
Yeah, didn't they
depending on what
say
skulls you
no?
have.
Didn't they
No,
say
Legendary is the canon.
No, I thought it was heroic.
Difficulty. No, heroic is a difficulty for Master Chief. Legendary is a difficulty for Reach. Reach alone is legendary.
Reach was great. The ending was, God, that hurt.
Yep.
Halo difficulty.
Yeah,
I don't get the hate over
Heroic.
Reach too.
No, I
Everybody
think
hated
no. Heroic is the canon, like quote unquote canon, but I'm pretty sure with Reach it was legendary.
It's legendary.
Heroic is the way Halo is meant to be played. Legendary buffs logic and power level of all of the AI, so you could argue Legendary is not canon. Bungie
no,
has said that Heroic has always been the true Halo universe.
Heroic is the Master Chief difficulty. Legendary is when you're just a normal grunt soldier difficulty.
Probably, yeah, pretty much.
No, I was pretty sure they came out and said that legendary was the canon difficulty.
They literally
No,
didn't.
legendary is not I said it was canon for Reach, not for the rest of
Reach.
the Halo
Like
games.
for
Because
the
Reach
entire
isn't
series.
because Reach isn't Master Chief, it's Noble 6, isn't it? So
Yeah,
Yes, it's
that
Noble
it's
6.
because you're a Halo, you're a Spartan 3. That's
yeah, so you're not the Master Chief, so legendary is
Bungie
what
has
you're at.
officially stated that heroic difficulty represents the true Halo universe.
Yes, when you're Master
Huh.
Chief. But what about when
No,
you're
not
on
when you're Master
Reach?
Chief.
No, just in general.
No, just
Oh.
in general, period. So you being able to jump around and kill people in heroic difficulty is how it is. And all the grunts dying, not the grunts, the Marines dying in like 3 seconds from the Saghili elites, that's just how it is. It's not, legendaries like the special mode of playing like an ODST. No, it's heroic. The heroic damage, the heroic health pool, everything.
No, you know what the true canon is? It's lasso.
No.
Yes.
That's a funny joke, but no.
Lasso is canon.
In Halo 3, heroic was
Legendary
intended for those who
All-Star.
had played the games in multiplayer, resulting in increased level of skill. This also includes those who found normal comfortable in Halo 2 will find heroic just right. Martin O'Donnell has stated that normal is for beginners who are too embarrassed to pick easy. Heroic is what we always intended for players to fight.
Yeah.
Just wow.
That's pretty funny.
Nice. Yeah, so yeah, heroic difficulty is considered the true Halo universe by most of the Bungie employees and creators.
So once again, y'all just wrong. I'm right.
Yeah, all good.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Beyond the Veil, a Harry Potter Mass Effect story. How the fuck does that work? After a battle of Hogwarts, Harry finds himself thrown through the Veil of Death. Harry goes to the new world that goes to fight the Reapers at the behest of the Hollows.
Yeetus Manus.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, Last Spartan by Dino Jake. Holy shit, that's been a long time since I've seen anything from that. Yeah, 55 chapters, 490,000 words. Yeah, it was pretty good. Master Chief goes to the Halo verse. Yeah, Unknown Defender. I think that one was kind of cringe. Rework V2 completed. Yeah, but the story wasn't.
Yeah.
Illusion of Might, Enduring Flames of War. I'm shocked. Okay, From the Ashes finally shows up here. Where the hell is his other story? Mass Effect New Origins V2. Really, only 1,900 favorites? Well, I guess it was back in 2010, so yeah, I can sort of
and
understand
finished
that.
2012.
Yeah, so it was kind of during the yeah. Holy shit! From the Ashes is still going. It's been going since 2012 to 2021. 119 chapters and 930k words.
I mean, still going is a bit much. It's
a Fallout and Mass Effect cross, dude. He wrote 90 books for it.
Yeah. What's he writing now, though?
9 books. 9
What's
books.
What's he writing now?
What's Earth the King writing now? What is Earth the King writing these days? World of Wild Evolution, the Fallout Ruby cross.
Ew.
What?
Yeah.
2018 Ruby as well, apparently.
Courier 6 investigates Big Mountain and gets sent to Ruby. 35 chapters, 372,000 words.
When was it last updated? I can't see through the chat.
February
February.
15th.
And then it was all the ashes, yeah.
Yeah, from the ashes.
From the ashes. Yeah.
Oh, Side Effect. I remember that shit. That was an XCOM Mass Effect story that actually did a pretty decent job at fusing the worlds. That one hasn't updated since 2018.
Well, as thrilling as it is to look at stories for a fandom I don't care for, I think I'm going to get off and go maybe replay Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll end tonight with Burn the World Down, an Avatar The Last Airbender story by the one, the only Infanticus.
Isn't there smut in the very first chapter or the second?
Yeah, there is smut.
Yeah. Alright, there's.
Anyway, so fellas, see you on Tuesday, because there's always more, and it always gets worse.